Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Drutube, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family and the GCVs. Can't forget Drew Nation. So without further hesitation, let's get right into it. The only thing you need to be forcing in life is a new way of thinking on yourself so you can create your reality. There's nothing in life that you have to force except the right mindset on yourself. If you are trying to do things and make things happen, all you need is to accept the fact that you can create your own reality. There's nothing holding you back, and your possibilities are limitless. There's nothing that you can't do. You are an infinite being with infinite possibilities of things that you can create and have in your life. You are connected to infinite intelligence. That means you have access to anything that you need to think for you to have the power and the idea and the thought process for you to create anything that you need to make. And you have access to that right now. There's nothing that you have to wait for. There's nothing that you have to wait for it to come to you. You have access to this right now. All right. There's nothing that you have to go look for. There's nothing that you have to seek. This is something that is with you at all times. Just like God is with you at all times, infinite intelligence is God's mind. It's with you at all times. And you have the power to access it whenever you want, whenever you wish. You can create something to change your life, to help you step into your reality right now. The version of you that you wish to be, you already are that. You just have to accept it. You have to accept the fact that you are what you wish to be. All you have to do is use your mind and access infinite intelligence. All the ideas, all the thought processes, anything you need to think will flow to you. You don't have to force it. When you try to force it, it's going to create resistance and it's going to set up mental blocks in your mind. Only thing you have to force on yourself is some acceptance. And you don't necessarily have to force it. I just wanted to stress that you shouldn't be forcing anything. You don't have to try to make things happen when you have the power to make things happen. You can create and effortlessly create something else and something else and something else. You have infinite power within you to make what you want happen. Your reality is already within your mind. What you see for yourself, what you want to be, what you want to do. All you have to do is create a reality for yourself to where you accept it, and then now that reality will start to be created. If you think you can do it, you can do it. If you think you can have it, you can have it. Accept it now. Don't accept what other people are accepting for themselves. That's going to keep you on the same level as them. If you accept what they accept, if you accept that you have to wait, if you accept that when everything gets great, you'll get it. If you accept that when everything gets right, you'll get it. You have access to it right now. What you have to do is continue to set your mind up and set your thoughts up the way you want your life to go. When you set your mind and your thoughts up how you want your life to go, you are now living in your reality that you wish to live in, and you're now creating your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. I know you know that. So why not think thoughts that are in alignment with what you want to create? The more thoughts that you have that aren't in alignment with what you want to create, the more you're going to get of what you don't want to experience. All those things that you don't want to happen. Somewhere within your mind, you're creating that. There are outside forces and there are things that we have no control over, but what you do have control over is creating your own reality. to the point to where when things happen around you that you don't want, you'll be in heaven. And you won't even be worried about them because you won't be experiencing them firsthand. You'll have so much good going on in your life that you'll be able to stay focused on that, and that good will be magnetizing you to it because you magnetized that good to you. That good feeling that you'll have, that you'll be possessing, will be so strong you won't care about what everything is happening. You won't care about the negative things that people are trying to do or are doing. You continue to stay positive. You continue to keep your mind elevated. You continue to stay in a heavenly mind state. And everything else has to just fall away. Everything else has to drop away. Bad health, it has to drop away. Bad experiences, they have to drop away. Negative people, if you don't entertain them and keep reacting to them, they have to drop away. All right, there's people doing things to try to pull at your mind and try to attack your mind all the time. You have to not see it as an attack. You have to not see it as a negative person. It is what it is, but you don't have to see it that way. It doesn't have to be that way to you. In this outward 3D world, it is what it is. But inside your mind, it is what it is for you. Whatever you're thinking is what you're creating. You can create your reality with your thoughts, so why not think what you want? Use your power. Don't allow other people to trick you into thinking that what they're doing and what is happening around you is your experience. Just because things are happening around you and people are doing things you may not like, that doesn't mean that's your experience. If you keep telling yourself that that's your experience, it will be. But if you tell yourself that you live in a certain reality to where all good things are manifesting in your life, to where money is flowing to you, to where your pockets are filled with money, you feel so good that you're not worried about what's going on around you. I feel so good, all the negativity can't touch me. I only meet all the right people for all the right reasons, and every negative person has nothing to do with me. They may come near me, but they won't prosper. The weapons will be formed around you, but they won't prosper. You have a mind to make what you want happen. Stop giving life to the things that you don't want to experience. This is how you get over the things in your reality that you don't want, so they go away. You'll stop experiencing them. When you react negatively to things, you're communicating to the universe that you want more of that. And you actually don't want more of that, but you don't know how to not react to it yet. When you react to things, you become a magnet for them. And whatever you become a magnet for, you attract. And that's why your thoughts create your reality. Something bad might happen in your life that you don't like, but if you put all your thought power on it, you're going to keep that happening in your reality. When you don't put your thought power on it, you may see it, but you won't feel it. You'll see it, but you won't be experiencing it firsthand. You'll see it, it'll go right past you, and you won't even care. You'll see it, and it will have to leave your reality. It will have to leave your existence. All right. You won't be experiencing it like you would if you were putting all your thought power on it. And the more you put your thought power on it, the more it's going to come into your life. The more you're going to hate it, the more resentment you're going to have, and the more held down and weighed down you're going to be in this 3D world. Of course, you're in the 3D world, but mentally, where are you at? It's not about where you are, it's about where you're at. And when people say that, they mean it's about where you're at mentally. Where are you at mentally? Where are your thoughts at? Where is your mind at? What are you thinking? That's why people be like, yo, what's going on in your head? What went through your head when you did that? You need to have the right things going through your head and growing through your head. Because your thoughts are seeds. You plant seeds in your mind. You have to plant a seed for the things that you want so it will grow, and you keep watering it with your focus. You keep watering the seeds that you plant in your mind with your attention. Whether you're watering a good seed or a bad seed, the things that you're putting all your thought power on is growing. What you focus on grows. What you put all your attention onto, it grows. All right. The things that you put your attention on is what you're going to receive in life. You put your attention on a lot of money, you're going to receive that. People can think that that's not true, but when you put your mindset on the thought of money, money opportunities will come into your life. Opportunities for you to make money will come into your life. You'll meet people that will have things for you to do and be able to help you and show you that, yo, you could do this, you could do that, and you could do this, and you will get money. You'll attract all the right people for all the right reasons instead of attracting people to bring misery, hate, hurt, pain, misfortune. It's all about what you put your attention on. All right. We're not saying that just because you put your attention on certain things, other things are just going to straight up disappear out of the world. But what they will disappear of is out of your world. These things won't even be bothering you because of what you put your focus on. It can't bother you if you don't focus on it, right? It can't get on your nerves if you don't pay attention to it, right? If somebody is being annoying and you ignore them, what are you doing? You're putting your mind on something else. You're putting your mind on peace so that way you can keep your peace and not be annoyed or bothered by this negative individual. It's the same thing when something is bothering you, or it's the same thing, or if you have a bad health issue, God forbid. This is how people heal themselves. Something may be hurting you while it's hurting, instead of you focusing on, oh, wow, that hurts. Instead of focusing on that, why don't you say, oh, wow, I'm healing. Oh, wow, I'm feeling better. Oh, wow, I feel so much better. The presence of God is healing me right now. The forever free-flowing universal energy is coming to me right now and creating a sense of healing, creating a feeling of healing, creating a feeling of health. What you focus on grows. Your mind creates your reality. Why not use your mind to create what you want? Create a feeling of wealth. Create a feeling of healing. Create a feeling of feeling better. Create a feeling of this leg is healing. This knee is healing. This arm is healing. This ankle doesn't hurt like it used to anymore. People will talk bad about their body parts and wonder why their body parts deteriorate to this old bad this old bad that, think they're cool or something. Like, people couldn't just wait to get older and start talking bad about their body, not knowing that their cells respond to what you say about yourself. Your cells are mini versions of yourself. Think about if you were to say to yourself right now something negative, you would feel that way. When people call themselves dumb or stupid or something negative, you're going to feel that. You're going to lower your vibration. When you say something positively about whatever is hurting or whatever is bothering you, your cells are going to respond to that. You have to see them as miniature versions of yourself. That's why on cartoons, when they go inside your body, why do you think they show a whole bunch of miniature versions of the cartoon character working in like a factory? They show your body being a factory, which your body is made up like a factory. All right, the organelles, the cells, the blood flow, the this, the that, everything is operating together as a function, just like people would operate together at a job, building something, constructing something, putting something together, keeping something running. The little versions of yourself are operating in you, keeping you running until God says it's time to go. So why not use your mind? Why not use your thoughts to create a reality for yourself that you want to live in? You're doing it whether you're conscious of it or not. That's why when you wake up in the morning and you go through hell, that's because when you went to sleep at night, you didn't change the way you didn't change your thought process, and you didn't program your mind with anything new. That's why when I make these videos, in certain videos, I said you have to work on yourself before you go to sleep, and you have to program your mind with a positive thought for how you want your day to go the next day. So what you experience will be what you actually want to experience. If you go to sleep angry, if you go to sleep mad, if you go to sleep not telling yourself something different than or the opposite of how you want to feel or what you want to feel or what you want to experience, you're going to keep getting the same thing. It's like putting a cassette tape in a VCR or putting a disc or a CD in your truck and then getting in your truck the next day and not changing the disc the day before and getting in your car and asking yourself, I wonder why this same song is playing. I wonder why this same album keeps playing. You didn't change the CD. What you have to do is before you go to bed, you have to take out the disc you don't want and you have to put in the CD that you want. If you wanted to feel good and go for a ride, wouldn't you put in some music that actually feels good? This body is like a car, right? That's what they say. Your body's like a car. You got to put the right thing in it. You got to put the right stuff in it so that way you can keep going. That's what they say. It's the same thing with music. It's the same thing with what you want to experience. If you wanted to experience the Isley Brothers, you wouldn't put in NWA. Shout out to NWA. You would take out the NWA CD and be like, yo, you put that CD in so you could feels good to me. That's what you would do. All right, drifting on a melody. You want to drift on a melody. All right, you want to live in a reality to where you're drifting on a melody, to where you're feeling so good that you're like, whatever bull stuff, whatever negativity, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I feel too good. That's why Michael Jackson was like, the feeling's got a lot of force. It's got a lot of power, and when you feel it, you just oh. All right, that's why he was doing like, yo, he felt so good. All those people chasing him, all that energy, all that love he was receiving. Come on, y'all. He said, "Is it the force? It's got a lot of power. The force has a lot of power. The force, the power of the power of the force comes from the source. So you're either using the source correctly or you're misusing it, and that is sin right there. When you're not using the force correctly, you're sinning against yourself. You don't have the right idea about yourself when you're not creating the right reality for you to live in. When you're creating a reality that you don't want to live in, you don't have the right idea about yourself. You don't have a good feeling about yourself. You don't have the right idea about life, and you don't have a good feeling about life. You could change what you want. You don't have to keep experiencing what you don't. Before you go to bed at night, you reprogram your mind with a thought. Man, I want to experience money. I want to experience health. I want to experience a version of myself that doesn't react to everything. I want to be a more calm person, a more chill person. Imagine setting that up in your mind before you go to bed. When you go to sleep, the power of your subconscious mind is going to go off and create that. Your mind does more when you're asleep than when you're awake. You have to go do that in your mind and create that right before you go to bed. When you go to sleep, your mind is like whether you dream or not, you're in a dream state, whether you're conscious to it or not. You're going to start waking up feeling so good. You're going to start waking up feeling amazing. You're going to start waking up feeling like you're living in a reality, but you may not see it, but you don't care if you don't see it or not because it's up here and you feel it. And yo, the secret to manifesting is whatever you feel is what you're going to manifest. If you feel like $1,000,000, you're going to be manifesting money in your life and experiences for you to experience more money in your life. If you go to sleep feeling happy instead of angry, you're going to wake up and experience more joy instead of waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Why do you think people even wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Because they went to sleep on the wrong side. When you program your mind the right way before you go to sleep, you can get up on the good foot. Like James Brown said, you can get up on the good foot. You can feel good. I feel good. You can feel good. You can feel good. You're allowed to feel good. Just there's duality. There's negative experiences. There's positive experiences. If you keep experiencing negative feelings, it's something that you're doing yourself with your mind that you don't have to be doing, that you shouldn't be doing. The only thing you need to be doing, the only thing you need to be forcing in life is a new way of thought, a new thought style, a new thinking style. You need to switch up your thinking. If you're going to switch up, if you want your outside this world to switch up, what do they say you have to do? You have to change something on the inside. You can't change the outside without changing the inside. It's like having a car that looks good on the outside, but you didn't take it to the mechanic when you were supposed to get your monthly tune-up. Just like a car, you have to tune up yourself. You have to tune up your mind. You got to tune up your mind to the reality that you want to live in each and every day and each and every night. When you wake up in the morning, you do your affirmations. Before you go to sleep at night, you tell yourself what you want to experience before you go to bed. Even in the afternoon, you program yourself. That's why I think it was Tesla. He had that theory, the 369. You write something 3 times in the morning. You write something 6 times in the afternoon. You write something 9 times before you go to bed. And it's a 369 theory that that's basically, it's like a law in the universe. You can see it out in nature. All right, you can see it everywhere. There's patterns that even show you that this theory is real. So when you write something 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night, it's going to help you strengthen up your mind to where you start to believe in the reality that you want to create for yourself. There's a million ways to do this, y'all. there's a million ways to do it. All you have to do is you have to do something. You have to do it one way or another, or one form or another. That's it. All you have to do is do something that's going to make your mind start to think in a way to where it will create a reality for you to live in that you want. It's your mind, it's your life, it's your power. You choose to do with it what you wish. Ye have free will. You got the free will to be rich. You got the free will to stay broke. All right, you could, if you want, you could be rich or you could stay broke. Dun, 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 dun. But I advise you to stay. Well, I'm not going to do that to that program. I advise you to stay woke. Dun, 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 dun. I don't really like using that term because they done butchered it, but you have to use your mind to draw to you what you want. Because if you're not consciously using your mind is using you. If you're not consciously using your mind is using you. All right. And that's the devil. The not using your mind correctly, not being aware. All right. The devil is unconscious. The devil is not using your mind to create the reality you want and just being on autopilot, being negative, not correcting things, not fixing things, not being aware, and wondering why you keep going through the same things, experiencing the same things, and meeting the same kinds of negative, evil people. Before you go to sleep, you got to program your mind with love. All right, you got to program your mind with joy, with happiness, and you can do this while you're awake throughout the day. That's what the affirmations are for. That's what speaking things into existence are for. That's what being a positive person is for. You're not just being positive to just be like, I'm positive. All right. You're being a positive person to change your life and have a positive impact on your life and others. Because, negativity rubs off, but so does positivity. People will be around you and feel good and want to continue to be around you once you continue to raise your vibration and you start to focus on the positive things in life, the things that you want. They're going to start to come into your life. You're going to become a magnet for good things and not bad things. Only thing you need to be forcing in life is a new way of thought on yourself to create your reality. What are you creating? You're either creating something good or something bad. You don't want to create anything bad. You've done that enough. All the things that you're experiencing up to this point is because you were unconsciously aware and creating things that you didn't want to experience based off of other people's programs or other programs from life that you weren't aware of, that you didn't know you didn't even want. Doing things you thought you had to do when you don't have to do them. You can live in your desired reality. You have to first tell yourself that, and you have to think that, and you have to start to think that and keep telling yourself that until you know that to be true. And you that's what you need to be forcing on yourself. I can live in my desired reality. I can have what I want. I can be who I want. I can do what I want. You force that on yourself. You don't have to force that on nobody else. If you force that on yourself, you won't have to force nothing in life. You won't have to force nobody to hire you. You won't have to force nobody to like you, nobody to love you. You won't have to force anything to happen. Things will just naturally flow to you and just naturally happen. All right. Your life will be on autopilot for good instead of on autopilot for bad, because you're programming yourself and reacting to the things that you want. React to somebody driving a nice car. React to somebody that's rich and wealthy. React to a beautiful person that you see. Wow, that's a beautiful, amazing person. I'd like to have somebody like that in my life. I ain't even playing with it. I ain't even playing with you. I want somebody in my life like that. That is a beautiful, amazing person. I see myself sitting across from somebody like that, sharing a wonderful, tasty meal today, right here and right now. I ain't even playing with it. I'm just keeping it real. I see myself experiencing how it feels to drive a nice car like that and have a big old stack and a bank account full of big old racks. I'm not even playing with it. Universe, I'm not even playing with it. God, I'm not even playing with it. Life, I'm not even playing with it. Quit playing with a vessel. And that vessel is you. Quit playing with you. All right? We're not focused on other people playing with us anymore. We have elevated. Quit playing with you. Other people play around, other people play games, but guess what? If we don't play games with us, the games they play won't even be able to come near us. We'll be able to see that game and we'll be like, I'm not gonna let you play with me because I don't even play with me. I take my life serious to the point to where I'm focused on what I want. I know I can have what I want, and I've got it. I already got it. But you did. I've got it. But it did. I got it. But you gotta die to go to heaven. I got it. I don't have to die to go nowhere. I'm living in heaven now. You want to die to go to heaven? That's on you. I'm living in heaven now. Experiencing heaven now. Why do you think they had that TV show Seventh Heaven? I'm living in heaven now. And people had a nice home. All right, they had a whole family, a dad, a mom. They had the whole family unit. You tell me other people, I'm living in heaven now. I really didn't watch that show, but I always loved the intro. I always loved the intro. I never really watched it or got into it too long. I might, but I always loved the intro. You see the mom, you see the dad, you see the nuclear family, a normal family. They're not the only ones that can have it. You can have it. Say yes to it right now. Say yes to your goals. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to a big bag of money for you. Say yes to that nice new car or cars. It's up to you. God doesn't care if you want 12 nice cars. He put the material in the earth for it to be created, didn't he? There's enough materials that are on this planet Earth for you to have everything that your heart desires. You just got to turn the TV off and stop letting them tell you and program your mind with there's a shortage. There's not enough. Bullshish. Bullshish, there's not enough. Bullshish kebab. There's enough. Don't you tell me there's not enough. News is like the Wizard of Oz. Or you go to Oz and you see it's just somebody behind a curtain. There's not enough. You do the Truman Show and break through the fake clouds and you see there's more than enough. All right, there's more than enough for each and every person to have what they want, everything they want. I remember one of my friends, we were talking, he was like, they put on me, I was so positive back in the day. And somebody had to comment on one of my pages. They were like, not everybody can make it. And I was like, what are you talking about? I took offense to it. I didn't know I didn't have to. All right, so stop taking offense to things because you didn't know you didn't have to. We didn't know we didn't have to. Where there is no opinion, there is no suffering. We don't have to have an opinion about everything. I see stuff nowadays, I'll be about to get involved with it. I said, where there is no opinion, there is no suffering. I fall back and I draw back. Where there is no opinion, there is no suffering. Imagine seeing somebody, two people, you might want to, for the sake of love and for the sake of happiness, you might say something, but for most part, you could just, you know what, I ain't even playing with it. I am not even getting involved. Where there is no opinion, there is no suffering. There's not enough. There's this. People are this. There are poor people. There are no poor people. There are only people who don't know they are rich in God. There are no poor people. There are only people who don't know that they aren't rich in God. You are rich. It even says it in the Bible. You are rich. Thou art in poverty, but thou art rich. Despite what you may be in this physical realm, in the higher realms and consciousness of your mind, you're rich. So where are you going to live? You want to live in the reality that I am rich, because that is what's true. That is the truth. The truth is you are rich. The truth is you have more than you could ever imagine. The truth is what you have an infinite amount, and it'll never run out. What reality are you going to choose to live in? Just because, and excuse me, this heat is drying out my throat. What you choose, the reality you choose to live in, is based off of your feelings and based off of fear. Not the reality you choose to live in. The reality you choose to live in is the reality that you program your mind with, consciously or unconsciously. But people have been programmed with fear. All right, you get your money starts to get a little funny in your bank account, and now you start to get that feeling of running out. You start to get that feeling of going broke. You start to get that fear of not having enough. It's a feeling. You can eliminate that. Just like if something is going wrong and you lie to yourself and you say, I live in my desired reality. Everything happens just the way I want it to. I'm so happy. Your mind cannot tell the damn difference. Your mind can't tell the difference when that money starts to get low. You reprogram your mind, all right? Because you have access to money in higher realms. All you have to do is access it so it can manifest in this physical realm. You don't let physical dollars let you worry. All right, you don't let the you having to pay for something make you worry. You look at your wallet, you got $3 left. Do you really have $3 left, or are you rich? Are you going to focus on three damn physical dollars, or are you going to focus on what God said? Thou art rich. 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 You are rich despite what you're going through, despite how much money's in your bank account, despite how much money you got in your sock, your wallet, your purse, your drawers, your drawer, wherever you got it at. Despite how much money you got, you're rich. All right. Despite what's going on in your life, you could think a positive thought and change how you feel. People look at what they have and base their feelings off of that. That's basing your feeling off of appearances. You're supposed to base your faith. You're not supposed to base your faith off appearances, but to those things that are unseen as though they were. That's basing your faith off of God. When you base your faith off of the things that you see, that's basing your faith off of what you see in your pocket, what you see in your bank account, the change you see in the cup in your car. You really going to tell yourself that, oh man, I only got 50 cents left. I only got 3.50 left. I only got $1.25 left. Or are you going to, man, I am rich. I don't care how much money is in that damn cup. I'm rich, damn it. That's what God told me. You hear them little people in the background, but I live in heaven. There ain't nobody in the damn background. I live in my desired reality. I'm making this video right now in a mansion to where the only people that are in our background are my maids, and they're downstairs whipping me up a nice meal for me to enjoy. And I'm not going to let nothing snatch me out that reality. You create your reality with your thoughts. There's people that have written things down in notebooks and they're living in mansions now. There's people that claim things and name things and they're living in their desired reality right now. You don't listen to the people who don't have nothing. You find somebody who has something that you can learn from, and that is a Jesus. I'm not saying that person's returning as the Christ. No, I'm not. But that is a Jesus, somebody that believes in something positive, somebody that's doing something right with their life, somebody that believes that they could have something. They actually went out and did it. That's living proof. That's a Jesus. That person is Jesus. That person is doing something that person is doing something that they believe that they could do and they did it. That's God. Don't let nobody tell you that it's not. You got somebody out here that did something. That's what a mentor is. Just a positive force, a positive figure, somebody that believed in himself, did something, thought that they could have something, and now they got it. And you use those people and you make those your superheroes. That's why in the Egyptian tongue or in Egyptian culture, they had Heru, a hero. You use these people as your heroes. They use that image of Haru as their hero, an image of themselves for them to view themselves and go throughout life. It's just an image. You should go get that's why when you go into the Chinese restaurant, they got the little cat like this, going like that. That means represents good luck and wealth. That's why if you look at some of my later videos, I don't have access to that shirt right now due to some things, but I still have access to wealth in my mind. May not have access to that shirt, but I don't need that shirt to have access to the amount of wealth that I desire in my life. So whoever, I'm not even going down that road. I see a brand new shirt with the images that I want on it coming into my life right now. And that's how you have to use your mind. Don't focus on the negative. Don't focus on what you lost. Don't focus on what you don't have. Don't focus on what's not going well. Don't focus on what's not going right. Don't focus on what's not going good. Take your mind, take your thoughts, and focus on the things that you want. Create your own reality. That way you'll live in it. If you're not living in it right now, if you're living it in your mind, guess what? Sooner or later, you'll have it in due time. You'll have it in this physical world. Everybody was once where you're at right now, programming their mind, fixing their mind, working their mind. He who tills his land shall have plenty of bread. The land in the Bible represents your mind. He or she works his or her mind will have plenty of bread, will have plenty of money. He or she who works their mind will have plenty of money. And how you work your mind is by programming it and creating your own reality. You can't create your own reality without working your mind. When you look at land, when you look at the United States map, even when you look at a map, period, when the little land masses are broken up and they got this state and that state, when you look at how it's broken up, when it looks like a tile on the floor or bricks on a wall, that's how the mind looks. There's different regions of the mind. There's different regions of a map. I'm pretty sure when they go to work on your mind, they have a map of the mind. When they have to do brain surgery on somebody, they got to follow that map. The brain surgeon has a map, I'm sure. So he who tills his land shall have plenty of bread. He who works on his mind shall have plenty money. I got plenty money. You gotta look for wealth. You gotta look for prosperity. You gotta look for money. You gotta look for the light wherever you see it, and you grab onto those money ideas, those positive ideas, those wealthy ideas. All right, whatever feels prosperous to you, you grab on it and attach to it. Whatever feels healthy to you, a healthy mindset, a healthy idea, a healthy positive thing to say that you hear out in the world or you see out in the world, you gravitate to it and you attach to it. They got all types of stuff like this in movies. People sleep on those characters. You really got to pay attention. You really got to wake up. You wake up to wealth, wake up to money, wake up to health, wake up to success, wake up to the things that you want to experience in life. Dead all those other things. Dead poverty, dead ill health, dead negativity. Make those things dead to you. Whatever you don't want to experience, make it dead to you. All right, speak life to the things you want to experience. There's life and death in the tongue. Come on now. I know somebody's hearing me. I know somebody's with me. The only thing you need to be forcing on yourself is a new thought to create a new reality. So what, you have to go to work. You think like this, you're going to be vibrating so high at that job, it ain't even going to feel like work. You're going to love to be there because sooner or later, you know you ain't going to have to be. You're going to be creating and working on your mind so much. You're going to be doing so many things outside of work. You're going to be creating things and working on things and doing things and working your mind and using your God-given talents. That job's not, it's just going to be something you have to do throughout the day. They're just going to be people you have to see throughout the day. You're going to be so positive they can't touch this. That negative energy won't be able to touch you. You'll be doing so many things with your mind. You'll be turning it back. You'll be returning it to sender with fiery embers every damn time. I'm going to go mess with so-and-so. I wouldn't. They're going to bother you. You go, hey, hi, how you doing? All right. Okay. Bless them in your mind. Bless people in your mind. Bless people in your mind. All right. Feel positively about negative people. They won't be able to harm you. Feeling positively about the negative things in your life, that's having love. The power of love will shield you from the things you don't want to experience. When you tell yourself positive things instead of accepting death, instead of accepting negativity, it'll shield you from the things you don't want to experience. And this is how you go throughout life and maintain the attitude that you want to create the reality that you want to live in and experience. It's all in the mind, baby. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't you forget to subscribe. It's been another Drutube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels, all right? I'll see you all in the next video, all right? Somebody's going to be driving the Benz. I see it. I think it's me. Peace, love, and light. We out.